You see, in the 40 years that the Israelites, God's people, was walking through the wilderness, they came across individuals, enemies, strangers that wanted to convert and follow them. Um, and they would go from land to land to land, going through pestilence, sicknesses, disobedience, deaths, happy times, sad times. It's like how what we're going through. We're going through our wilderness right now. Now, a lot of individuals, they look at like Buddhists or Hindus that are Christians, and they won't go into their grocery stores, or they won't communicate with them because they're gods. Let me read something that God showed me. Listen, when they were walking in the wilderness for 40 years, um, they came across Mount Seir, which is the land of Esau, which is Jacob's twin brother. And that land belonged to them. And God said, "Don't fear them, that for I'm with you." He says, "Don't meddle with them." But in verse 6, chapter 2, it says, "You shall buy meat from them to eat, and you shall buy drink from them to drink." You see, he said, "Don't meddle with them." No, don't meddle with them because of their false beliefs and stuff. You see, so we are not to meddle, intermingle with Hindus, like go to their churches or their temples, or try to understand their beliefs by going, like, let me rephrase that. We should understand their beliefs so we know when we're talking to them how to explain the truth to them. So we should understand their beliefs, but we shouldn't be going to trying to understand like their gods, as in like worshiping their gods, or trying to figure out, if their way is the right way, because that's where a lot of people from Israel messed up, as they started meddling and intermingling with these individuals that worship false gods. So God calls us not to intermingle with them and, you know be converted to their beliefs, but for us to be a role model to them and show them the way, the truth, the life, which is Jesus Christ, to show them as we're walking through our wilderness, which is this life. And in the process, listen, God's not a God that be like, don't go buy food from them, or don't go do this from them, or none of that stuff. If we're hungry and you like Chinese food, you could go into a Chinese store, buy you some stuff that is authentic. Instead of top ramen, go into a authentic Asian store that's in your community, and then you might walk in there and they're gonna have a lot of Buddhist stuff. Maybe buy you what you want, and then speak to them about Jesus. You might be driving, and you might see a little corner liquor store that's ran by Muslims, and they believe in Allah. They might have their terps on their head and all that. That don't mean you're doing anything wrong. Go in there, buy you something to munch on, something to drink, spread the word to them, and go about your business. You might walk into a Mexican store and see a bunch of Guadalupe saints and statues, Day of the Dead statues and stuff. Go in there, buy something to eat and drink, and spread the true gospel to them, the true Jesus Christ, to these individuals that are mainly Catholics. They're Catholics that own these Mexican stores. You know, um, we go in, we buy, we eat, we drink, share the word, and go about our business. That don't mean we have to go in there and be all afraid, be like, oh, I'm not coming in here. You know, that's just what they believe. But maybe God put us in their path to spread the word to them, to invite them to church. Pass a track out to them, and that's the truth. So just remember, in this walk in our wilderness, we're gonna run into people that are gonna just have different beliefs, and it's up to us to spread the true gospel to them, but we shall not be afraid of them. God calls us not to be afraid of them or their beliefs, because the power that we truly have on our side, which is in Colossians 2:10, which is Jesus Christ, which is the head of all powers and principalities, for that's what he is. In Colossians 2:10, that's what it says. So I ask you guys to just, be patient. If you're a Christian, you're going to go through battles. You're going to be hit. You're going to be attacked. And if you're not being attacked by the enemy, then there's something wrong. There's something wrong, and that's the truth. It is the truth. Just always stay in prayer. Always read your word, and fast too as well. Fast when you need to. Fast will help you. In whatever case it may be. Like when I fast just to discipline myself. From food, like just giving God a day or two, and just to discipline myself. No food, hardly any water, um, and just fast and read and pray. But this message for anybody out there that is afraid to walk into a store where they worship other gods, and go and buy something to eat and drink. Share the gospel and walk out. There's nothing wrong with that. Remember, Jesus is the way, the truth, the life. No man goes to the Father except through him. God bless.